He joked about sharing his bed, but the alien girl took it seriously. The storm outside his cabin raged like a wounded beast. The rain lashed against the windows, and thunder rolled across the forested valley. Ethan pulled his old blanket tighter and glanced at the flickering fire in the hearth. The storm had been building all evening, and he was just about to drift off to sleep when the power went out. "Perfect," he muttered, half laughing. "Guess it's just you and me tonight, fire." But then something flashed through the window. First he thought it was lightning. But the light wasn't white. It was blue, pulsing, alive. The air inside the cabin shimmered as if heat waves were bending through the walls. Ethan's heart skipped a beat. He stood, grabbing the flashlight, but before he could reach the door, a figure appeared in the doorway, drenched in shimmering rain, skin glowing faintly under the stormlight. She wasn't human. Her silver-blue hair clung to her neck. Her eyes, luminous like liquid stars, searched the room. And though her skin was pale as moonlight, she looked fragile, trembling. "Please," she whispered, voice soft as wind. "Can I stay here?" Ethan froze. You're... She tilted her head slightly. "From the sky. No. You saw my ship fall." He blinked. "Ship? You mean that light in the forest?" She nodded weakly. "It's broken. I can't survive the cold out there." Her lips trembled, and before he could think, Ethan rushed forward, grabbing a towel and wrapping it around her shoulders. Hey, it's okay. You're safe here." The girl looked up, eyes wide. "Safe here?" He nodded, unsure whether he was comforting her or himself. "Yeah, just sit by the fire. You're freezing." As she sat, the light from the fire danced across her face. Strange, beautiful, otherworldly. She looked like a dream sculpted from moonlight and air. "What's your name?" he asked softly. She hesitated. "Lyra." "Lyra," he repeated, the name rolling gently from his tongue. "I'm Ethan." Her gaze softened. "Ethan." She seemed to taste his name like it carried meaning. He smiled, pulling another blanket from the bed and tossing it over her shoulders. "Here, this'll help." She studied the blanket curiously. "You humans cover yourselves when you're cold." Ethan chuckled. "Pretty much. Helps us stay warm." Her voice was faint but curious. "And you? Are you cold?" He shrugged. "I'm fine. But," he grinned jokingly, "if you want, you can share the bed. It's warmer there." He meant it as a light-hearted gesture, a human joke to break the tension. But Lyra didn't understand human humor. Her silvery eyes met his, utterly serious. "You would share your warmth with me?" Ethan blinked. It was just a..." She stood, moving closer. The air seemed to hum with energy as she approached. "We share warmth when we trust. On my world." Before he could protest, she placed her cool hand against his chest. A faint blue glow pulsed where she touched him, spreading warmth that wasn't from the fire. Ethan's breath caught. What is that?" "Our energy. Our hearts," she whispered. "They connect." His heartbeat quickened. He didn't pull away. Lyra looked up at him, eyes shimmering. "You would not reject this bond." Ethan swallowed hard. "No. Yes, I won't." Her lips curved slightly, like a child discovering something precious. "Then we share warmth." And before he could process what was happening, she climbed gently onto his bed, curling up against the blanket like she'd always belonged there. Her skin glowed faintly, her breathing calm. Ethan stood frozen for a moment, then sighed with disbelief. What did I just agree to? He lay down a cautious distance away. But soon, the room grew quiet except for the crackle of the fire and the soft rhythm of her breath. The warmth she radiated wasn't just physical. It seeped into his chest, calming his heart. And for the first time in years, Ethan slept deeply. When morning came, sunlight filtered through the window. Lyra was already awake, sitting cross-legged on the floor, her fingers tracing patterns in the dust. "You dream loud," she said softly. Ethan rubbed his eyes. Dream loud. You spoke while you slept. You said my name. His face flushed. I did. She smiled faintly. Humans dream with their hearts. I could feel it. Ethan leaned back, staring at her. You're incredible, you know that? Her silver hair shimmered in the light. On my world I am ordinary. But here, she looked toward the forest. Here I feel different. He handed her a mug of warm tea. Difference not a bad thing. She took it carefully, studying the rising steam. This warmth. It feels alive. It's tea, he said, grinning. Just don't drink it too fast. Lyra sipped it, then blinked. It tastes like comfort. Ethan's chest tightened. Yeah, that's kind of the point. She looked at him curiously. You live here alone. He nodded. For now. I used to work in the city. Things got too loud. So I came here to breathe again. Lyra nodded slowly. On my planet, silence is sacred. Maybe that is why I found you. Ethan smiled faintly. Or maybe it's just fate. Her eyes lit up. Fate. He explained the word, and as he did, Lyra listened as if learning the rhythm of the world through his voice. Every word, every gesture fascinated her. And slowly, the days that followed blurred into something soft and beautiful. They repaired what remained of her small ship in the forest together. Lyra's hands glowed when she worked. She could fuse metal, read the sky, and heal small wounds with light. Ethan brought her tools, food, laughter, and stories. She loved those most of all. Each night they shared the same bed. Not because of the joke anymore, but because it had become their ritual. Her warmth lulled him to sleep, and his heartbeat steadied hers. One night, as the fire burned low, Lyra turned to him and whispered, "When you sleep, I see your dreams." Ethan smiled sleepily. "That's not creepy at all. They are beautiful," she continued. "You dream of the ocean. And of holding me." He froze. "You saw that." Her gaze softened. "I felt it. Humans love through longing, don't they?" He hesitated. "Yeah, I guess we do." Lyra placed her glowing hand on his cheek. "We love through energy. We give part of our light away. It is the same, in different form." He looked into her eyes, those endless starlit eyes, and something in him broke open. "Lyra, I don't want you to go." Her voice trembled. "If I stay, I will lose my light. This world drains me. But if I leave, I will lose you." Ethan took her hand. "Then let me be your light." Tears glimmered in her eyes, each drop glowing faintly. "You would give your life for me." He smiled softly. "I already gave my heart." Lyra leaned forward, resting her forehead against his. The glow between them pulsed stronger than ever, bright enough to light the whole room. "Then our warmth is eternal," she whispered. Days turned to weeks. The wreckage of her ship was nearly repaired, but neither of them spoke of leaving. Every night they watched the stars, holding hands in silence, hearts bound by something deeper than worlds. But one morning the sky split open with light, a signal from her homeworld. Lyra's face paled. "They found me." Ethan felt his chest tighten. "Then go. I won't hold you back." She shook her head fiercely. "You do not understand. If they find me with you, they will erase you. Humans are forbidden." He stepped forward, gripping her shoulders. "Lyra, listen. You changed me. You made me feel alive again. If they take you, if you go, I'll lose everything." Lyra cupped his face, trembling. "And if I stay, you will die from the bond. My energy is too strong." "I don't care," he whispered. Tears streamed down her cheeks. glowing like tiny stars. "I care." The air shimmered. A beam of light descended through the trees. Her people's retrieval craft. The forest wind howled around them. Lyra pressed her lips softly against his, and for a moment the world vanished. When she pulled away, she left something glowing faintly in his palm, a shard of light. "My heart," she whispered. "So you never forget the warmth we shared." And then, in a rush of wind and light, she was gone. Months later, Ethan still lived in the cabin. The forest had healed, and spring was in full bloom. Some nights, when the stars were clear, he could swear he felt her warmth beside him. The shard she'd left now pulsed faintly on his nightstand. He smiled softly, whispering into the quiet. "Still sharing the bed, huh?" And the light pulsed, once, twice, like a heartbeat answering his.